Hey guys, I'm Zedius and welcome to another FIFA 17 video. In today's video, we have 2 runs at Division 3. So obviously, knowing that we have 2 runs at it, you know at least the first run, we do end up holding the division. We don't go up and we don't go down. This is a team I'm trying out, a little hybrid sort of thing. We stick with that back line of Bailly and Smalling with Butland in goal. I really like Mertens. I've been using him a lot. I think he's one of the better left wingers in the game. He's so fast, so agile. Really good finish on him as well. So that's why I wanted to use him. So that's why I was forced into using Gulam at left back, who for a non-rare card, not bad at all. And then Hamsik at midfield. I used him for basically this entire division run and felt he was very poor. Kind of like Iniesta. No goals, no assists in I think 7 or 8 games I played with him. But Harry Kane, still our main goal scorer there. And then we used Dele Alli at cam for that perfect link. I was up 3-0 in this game, right? 3-0 in this game, and I get booted from Ultimate Team. And that's that no loss glitch that's been going around, or the force disconnect glitch, I guess it is. That guy knows he's going to lose the game no matter what. My opponent knows he's going to lose, and he just wants to be capricious, just a petty, and wants to stick it to me, so I get a loss as well. I don't know how to do it. I wouldn't tell you if I did. I don't want people to know about it. I mean, even though people do know about it, but I do not recommend trying it. EA actually came out with a patch today, as I'm recording this Thursday, yesterday as you're seeing the video. They came out with a patch that fixes the no loss glitch, which was a slightly different sort of thing, where you both get kicked from the game, but nobody actually gets kicked from the server, so it's as if the game didn't count. What happened there was not the same thing. We both get credited with a loss there. So if we were in the knockout tournament, we would both get knocked out and have to restart. In divisions, we got a loss on the record, which is just so unfair because we were up 3-0. We deserved a win there. And it kind of put me in a little bit of a tailspin for the next couple of games, which I know it shouldn't, but it did. And then we lost our next game, and we end up losing this game here to a poor team. I was very disappointed. It's just ridiculous that a company with as popular a game as this is not at least coming out and addressing the fact and saying, hey, we know this is here, we're working on it, let alone actually fixing it. And as of right now, only 12 or so hours before the weekend league starts, it has not been canceled yet. So that forced disconnect glitch is still out there, it's still happening to people, and it seems as though FUT Champions is set to go on. I mean, we will play, we will do our best. I can't guarantee it won't happen to us. But hopefully it doesn't. I'm aiming for Gold 1, which is 25 wins. 30 wins gets us Elite for the month, which would be absolutely amazing, but like I'm not counting on going from 23 wins to 30 wins. And here's Mertens with that finish. So all in all, I really like this team. Those were good wingers, Mertens and Iñaki Williams. Similar sort of style, very pacey. And then I was using Martin Montoya over there at right back, who I'm gonna hang on to. He is the best non-SBC right back in La Liga this year. And until there's another inform, say somebody like Carvajal or DeMarcus or somebody like that gets an inform, he will continue to be the best right back in the league. So his price is gonna go up. If I see an opportunity to make a lot of coins on him, I'll sell him. We paid 35,000 coins. That's also something to talk about. I did end up in this episode, you will see I do spend a lot of our coins, but that's what they're there for. They're made to be spent. They're made to improve our team. They're made to be spent so we can make more coins and get our ultimate team. I actually show that right at the end of the episode, what I want as my ultimate team. And we'll talk about that a little bit when we get there. There is something else going on. It's related to these no-loss glitches. People are farming coins. They can make about 1 million coins a day. So more coins are being added into the game, more and more coins, so inform prices are getting inflated. If anybody's noticed, the last about week or so, the price of informs has skyrocketed, a very heavy increase. So I'm staying away from informs for now. Regular players are definitely going up as well, but I don't see how EA are going to fix the coins that are already in the game, unless, say, they release an SBC, which kind of removes coins and players from the market. I don't know how they're going to deal with that, but as of right now, it's not probably the best decision to purchase informs. If you have informs, it could be wise to sell them. But as of now, I think we're going to stick firm, kind of with what we have, at least what we have at the end of this episode, which you'll see at the end. I do make a bunch of purchases within this episode. That was actually happening, I believe, Monday or Tuesday. So my recording is a little bit ahead of where we actually are time-wise. So we're actually struggling a little bit in Division 3, which is disappointing because we did well, very well in fact, in the first 5 divisions. We did well in 10 through 6. We did well in 5. We did okay in 4 as well. Didn't get the title there, but we did get promoted. And then we're struggling in Division 3. It's a little bit of a relegation battle, actually, at the moment, which is disappointing, but there's going to be a point where you struggle, and at this point you're kind of trying to figure out your team, because those same old players aren't necessarily going to do it anymore. Dele Alli at Cam really isn't FUT Champs quality, in my opinion. So we actually end up finishing out this division run with this kind of hybrid team, and that I decide I don't like it. It just wasn't really clicking. Ander Herrera is not a quality player. He does have high work rates, which is good. He is Spanish in the BPL, which is nice. 4-star skills. On paper, he looks like he should be good. In practice, he doesn't perform. So there's our record. With 2 games to go, we need 4 points. Not great, as I said. We are 2-2-4, 2 wins, 2 draws, and 4 losses. And there's Mertens just kind of walking into the box and scoring a nice goal. Again, the wingers were solid. I just feel like I could do so much better. I sold Hamsik at this point, and we were playing with Allen, I guess, the Brazilian central midfielder. Decent player, and how about that? Mertens just alone at the far post, puts that away. And then we do get our win, and now we just need a draw in our last game of our first Division 3 run here. And if we can skip through this screen and get to it, that would be nice. So basically, going back to what I was saying before, FIFA's in a little bit of a shambles right now. There's a lot of outcry on Twitter, on the FIFA Reddit. How about that for a goal from Harry Kane there? And that actually ends up being the only goal of that game, and we do secure safety in Division 3. It's not my finest hour, but we do get about 6,000 coins there. And let's see our coin balance right here. Yes, so here we're doing a squad building challenge for Australia Day. This was a Tim Cahill squad builder challenge. Not a fantastic card, but you have to give in, I think, 1 A-League player, 3 Australians, and then a squad with 86 chemistry, 8 different clubs. So that's the squad I ended up giving in. Most of the players were pack-pulled in the club that we weren't using, so it was very cheap to do. Even if you had paid for every player in that squad, you're not paying more than, say, 4 to 5 to maybe 6,000 coins, and that's worth it to me. Tim Cahill, former Evertonian, arguably Australia's best player ever. If I have any Australian viewers, don't crucify me, but at least as far as I know, a tremendous player for Australia. I think that can't be denied. So yeah, he was definitely somebody that I wanted to have jump into the club, and he might not get too much game time, but he will be there, and And yeah, so we will use him at some point, I'm sure. So here's my new team. So we have a very Serie A setup. Mohamed Salah on the right wing, scoring a nice goal there. Mertens on the left. Eder is our striker for the moment. And you can tell I'm not super happy about it. And then we have in the midfield, at this moment in time, we have Ever Banega at cam. This was almost a very disappointing draw, but we end up getting that fourth goal there. Ever Banega at cam. We have two center midfielders that I very quickly replaced because they weren't up to scratch. We end up getting Alexandro on the left back position, and Bruno Perez on the right back position. So that was a little bit of a toss-up. Bruno Perez, Florenzi, or Abate. And just comparing their stats, I feel that Bruno Perez has the right stats in the right areas, and I felt that he would be the best choice there at right back. There's really no debate at left back. Alexandro is the best left back in Serie A. I don't think there's much of a doubt about it. And if you can find somebody to argue with you on that, please find him and point him in my direction, because stat-wise, in-game-wise, there's just nobody better. I was using Mario Rui at this point, but we just used him for a couple games, kind of a holdover. And I think, was it after this game that I decided to pull the trigger and just buy some players? I believe it was. But yes, we end up spending our cash, and I'll just tell you now, we do end up kind of switching that center back defensive area, and we end up with Chris Smalling, Eric Bailly, you can see there, and I bought David De Gea. Pulled the trigger on him. He was expensive, like 140 something K, but is he worth having? Yes. I can tell the difference. And Butland was good. Never had a problem with him. Don't get me wrong. But De Gea is phenomenal. He saved my butt in a few games. And I don't show the saves, but so you might not be able to tell as much as I can actually playing the games. But De Gea was good. Let me assure you, worth the coins, because we are never going to improve at goalkeeper. That will be our central defense, probably for the rest of the year, unless Bailly or Smalling get an inform. That's probably going to be where we're at. There was Marquisio. We do buy Marquisio and Pjanic, two Juventus central midfielders to put in there. Nainggolan is going to be probably our next purchase, and then we'll move Pjanic up to cam. Have Marquisio and Nainggolan as our two central midfielders. They'll give chemistry to the fullbacks. Nainggolan and Bruno Perez are both from Roma. Alexandro and Marquisio both from Juventus, so they'll both get chemistry there. Pjanic will be at cam, and eventually I want Dybala for striker. He did just get an inform this week, and so his price is going up. He's like almost 200k, his base card at this point. But I did use him on loan on my other account, and we will get him on loan eventually here, probably before we end up buying him on this account. But he was the best striker I've used in the game. The best positioned striker. I haven't used striker Ronaldo. Left wing Ronaldo at forward is probably better, but I just felt Dybala was just tremendous. He has that right combination of speed and agility, and he feels really, really good off the ball. He feels good on the ball, makes good runs. His dribbling is fantastic. His finishing is superb. He is left-footed, which I feel is effective against a lot of people because they will shift you onto your left foot. A lot of people will kind of assume that every player is right-footed because so many are. It's definitely the popular foot. So they'll shift you onto your right foot or your left foot, and that's Dybala's strong foot. So he finds himself on there. So all in all, Dybala is really just a very good striker. I recommend him, and I'd like to add him to the team at some point. Eventually, I want the best versions of these cards. Mertens has an 86 left wing card, which is not his best version. He does have an 87 rated striker card. But unfortunately, that won't really fit into our team. So he has the 86 left winger. Mohamed Salah just got an 87 rated international man of the match right wing card. Love to get him eventually. Dybala, as I mentioned, just got that 87 rated inform at Cam. Nainggolan has an 87 rated inform. Pjanic has an 86 rated one to watch card. Marquisio does not have an inform, and in fact none of the defense or goalkeeper have an inform card. So we won't be changing the defense, at least not in the near future, as long as the weekend league restrictions kind of allow for it. We will be using this team, and I will show it to you at the end. You'll get a better look at it. We get absolutely dominated in one game here in Division 3. But again, we're kind of just hanging on in this division run, and you will see at the end how we end up doing. I'll tell you now, we do end up holding the division again. So you will see more of Division 3 next week. We will get to Division 1. I've never won Division 1 before. I've never been that good of a player, unfortunately. But I have gotten to Division 1, both on my other account this year and on previous accounts in previous FIFAs. I would consider myself a good FIFA player. Not great, not fantastic, but certainly above average. I'd say I think I'm above average. If you can get gold plus in the weekend league, you are a good FIFA player. And if you can't even make the weekend league, just keep trying. Use strong tactics in the game, like the low driven shot. Find a formation you're comfortable with, find players you're comfortable with, and basically persistence is the key. The more you play the game, the better you will get at the game. That's an important thing to remember. As long as you keep playing and keep fiddling around with things that work for you, that don't work for you. If you find a defense you like, stick with that defense. Like in my case, I think Smalling and Bailly, and this is an opinion shared by many, are the best defense in the game. Center back pairing at least, and De Gea behind him, I found probably the best goalie in the game. So here towards the end of the episode, I do show you guys the team. This is the team we're going with. We will change 2 players. We'll change Ever Banega for Nainggolan, and we'll change our striker for hopefully Dybala at some point. But I show you what everybody has cost so far. We will make upgrades to informs at some point as we kind of make coins. And then I show that dream team here right at the end of the episode. This will be our ultimate team with those concept players in there. That striker Dybala and all those informs. But hope to see that soon. Thank you guys for sticking around. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.